You got Akuma off the bat.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Player 1 with the life lead. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Very solid corner switch. Got their eye on the air. Big counter. Gets the jump in. Going in? What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Life lead opens up. Feeling out the spacing. Holds out with the block. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Projectile to try and change the situation. Gets the jump in. Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Both fighters planning something? Dashes. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Genius read. Player 2 holding on to that. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Connects with the throw. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Throw tech. Hanging on for dear life. Can this drive bring them back? Dangerous range here. Teleport. Nowhere safe. Benson on the fireball. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Solid anti-air. Oh my god, what a throw tech. We're seeing some real good fighting, and there are no signs of letting up. All in with a rush. Player 2, all the throw connects. What's next? Player 2, wall splat into the charge break. Throw is denied. What a read. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their soup. The drive impact doesn't work. Anti-air in the clutch. What are they gonna do? Answers with a fireball. Yoga fire. The jump in is denied. Fires off a Hadouken. Drops hard. Noticeable closes in. They push their way out of the corner. A fireball at that range? That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? No good up high. What's the play here? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Opts for the throw.
Oh, come on, I'll take that.
All right. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Takes a trip. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Checks him with the projectile. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. That's a counter. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight!
Who's going to start things off? Hits him with a stopping block. Took him to the corner in a flash. Adamant flame. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. The impact doesn't do anything. Max S springs forward with the drive rush. Both drive rush to keep it going. Jump. Solid anti-air. Not much. All the throw connects. A quick breather. Gotta do better than that. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Nice fireball. Yoga fire. Looking for a hook. Anti-air in this one. Big drive gauge difference here with little life left. The drive gauge is screaming. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Oh, Benson on the fireball. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get the
on the fireball.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Okay, take them all the way to the corner. All right. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. Gets the jump in. Player 2 is using their drive liberally. Takes a trip. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? The super armor does its job. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Okay, creating some space here. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Reacts to the throw. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just springs forward with the drive rush. They need to rely on their instincts here. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Who's going to start things off? Holds out with the block. Throws them. What drive rush to keep it going? This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Player 2 chases them down. This may be it. Goes for it all, but just misses. Grabs and throws them away. Yoga fire there. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that. Reads the jump in perfectly. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Noticeable life crowns him from above. Walls flat into the guard frame. What's next? Player 2. That jump in was expected. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Well, we grind out the win.
Common to make something good decision with that throw. The exchange blows. Back all in with a roll. A jump in? Ooh, you never know what can happen. Reads the jump in perfectly. What's getting it all on the drive run? Player 1 has a full drive gauge, but is on the brink of death. Down on life. They gotta make up. The drive impact doesn't work. Links in. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. This is a complete shutdown. They can't escape. What'll be the plan here? What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
Oh, good first time coming back. Warm up. Definitely could have done some things better, but
here comes a new challenger.
I haven't seen JP in quite a while.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Here's to a fair fight. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Jump in finds the mark. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Who's it gonna be? Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. All right, what's coming up next? This is where things will get interesting as the damage starts to pile up on both fighters. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Time's the only thing moving here. Taking stock. Absorbs the attack and fires back. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. That drive impact is blocked. Holds out with the block. Burnout activates. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag. Went for the chip kill. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Free glove. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until the... Oh! Hits him with a stop and bomb. Yoga flame. Fights him with free glove. Gutsy play with the grab. Springs forward with the drive rush. 3-volt. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Oh, what's this? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Impact squash. Looking for a chance. Anti-air in the clutch. Medium kick. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sets up with the jump in. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 1 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Knocked them out of the air. Dangerous range here. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. This is a gigantic fight over in a flash. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Take a quit on me. You stop after a while.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that movement. We're finally ready to begin this long-awaited fight. Our players look primed and ready. Fire's off in overdrive. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What's the play here? The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? Oh, with the drive impact. Player 2 with the life lead. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Life lead opens up. Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. Throws him. What's next? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Takes a trip. Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. They may need to spend some meter here. Finishes things off with authority with that big punish counter.
What? Come on, man.
Street Fighter 6.
I just want to get a couple games in. That's all I wanted to do.
Fighting ground. Online race match. Here comes a new challenger.
Big beef up in here.
Give me that drama. Give me that grime. Are y'all ready? It's fight night time.
Bruh. with the name.
I'll take on all of you! Round 1. Fight!
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, whiff the grab. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? That was a solid anti-air. Nothing but air for the impact. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive impact whiffs. Are they ready to punish? What are they thinking here? Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Impact's a no-go. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Knockdown. Player 2 chases them down. Handix looking to plant him with a pile driver. No escaping that.
Okay.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight!
A little too greedy there. Yoga fires him. Projectile to try and change the situation. Lets off a Yoga fire. Ooh, there's a side switch. This could be big. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? The opening on that impact. Will they take it? This is a turning point. Experiencing burnout. Player 1 is dominating this match. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight!
Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Locks them down with the arch. Player 2 got smothered. But what now? Still plenty of time left. What'll happen here? Here comes the corner pressure. Super arch on big time whip. Player 2 has got to work to seize the overhead coming. The drive impact doesn't work. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious, the overhead denied. What are they gonna do? Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arch. Somehow manages to hit them with a stop and pop. Amazing! Perfect execution with the anti-air. Clutch anti-air. Overhead, but it won't work. Player 2 hits that with confidence. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Look at the damage. Player 2 can't use excellent block. Who's gonna take? This could lead to some big damage. The overhead denied. Player 2 crowns him. It is over. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Don't quit me, dog. Let's go. Yeah, if you would have beat me, I would have played again.
Here comes a new challenger.
We are back from our Akuma
How's
break.
this match going to shake out? It's going to be
All right,
exciting to
let's
see.
Round 1. Fight!
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Checks with the projectile. Jump in, finds the mark. Backs them into the corner. What is he thinking here? Starts with a jump in. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strategy. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Gets the jump in. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws out a projectile. Gets him. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of accounting. Does a good job of pushing back. pushes forward. Smart play with the throw. Risky up-close scrap still going. Not much life difference. Demon Raid, anti-air, drop, drive, rush to keep it going. Ooh, what a smart throw. Looks like they want to put it where they're looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation. The drive impact doesn't work. They gotta be careful with their remaining drive. Forward rush. The drive gauge is green, betting it all on the drive rush. Grounds them from above.
I knew the air fireball was coming.
Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Throws a fireball. Got their eye on the air. Gets the jump in. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Takes the chance to hurt him. Oh, easy tag. Nails the anti-air. Checks him with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Drive rush to keep it going. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. What'll happen here? Looking for a chance. Big throws. A quick breather. Jump. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. No cookout complete without Imperium's end. Uses the fireball to try it. Solid anti-air. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Taking chunks out of each other here. What'll be the plan here? Reads the jump in perfectly. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Player 1 can't use any drive move. Gotta play it safe. This is a critical moment. Both of them back. What a finish!
Strong jump.
Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Who's going to steal this win? Attempts to break the stalemate with a fireball. That last round could have gone either way. They can't get sloppy. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play? Crowns them from above. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Huge chance after that wall splash. Player 1 with the rig forward throw. Laying the pressure on Thick. Oh, here we go. Sets up with the jump in. This is gonna hurt. Ooh, what a smart throw. Forward rush. Presses for a reaction with a fireball. They're taking a step back to slip anti-air in the clutch. Player 1 gotta do better than that. Flatline zone.
I was thrown off the whole last
Player
round.
1 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry.
Really
Both sides
weak.
stepping up for the rematch. Connects with medium kick. Jump. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Corner switch means they can now go on the offensive. Player 1 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Blocks the jump in. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. What are they thinking here? Player 1 with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. Taking stock. Got their eye on the air. And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on from up above. Who's going to start things off? Took him to the corner in a flash. Throw leaves him wide open. Doesn't miss a beat. Big throw. Player 2 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using KO. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The last round. It's now or never. Teleport. Knocked them out of the air. Fights back with authority. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Player one with the rhythm. Wall splat into the guard frame. What's next? They couldn't tech the throw.
Oh.
Ooh, I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
I should have had it.
Here
I
comes a
blew it.
new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Got a modern in the house.
Prepare yourself. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Tries to get a breather with the projectile. Gets a chance with that jump in. Oh, the air throw falls short. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player one chases them down. They couldn't shake the projectile. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. There's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Gets them with the anti-air. Drive gauge gap here. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Still scrapping for control of the space. Anti-air in the clutch. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Arc step. What now? All the throw connects. Player one needs to use the vertical and whiff. They're wide open. Burn out, but they may have a plan here. What's next? Player tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Critical art is on deck. Tricky hidden variable. Player flatline zone. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round.
Good comeback.
Fight.
Goes out of sight. Throws them. Big exchange goes. Looking to impress with this sleeper. Ninja Star Cypher. Get ready to be plugged in for some new era ninjutsu. Player throws them. How long will this offensive assault continue? Excellent block. Player perfect execution with the anti-air. Player two may be able to pull a fast one, especially with the super art ready. Things are looking very bleak, but can they find something? Who will set the bait at this range? Comet goes out of sight. Player one can't let this simmer. It burns out. What a finish! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that. Get up and tell him what's good.
Oh, they're not going to rematch.
Match.
We got to bounce back.
Here comes a
We're
new
going to take 3
challenger.
L's in a row.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Show me everything. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Uh-oh, falls short. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go? Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player one is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Got their eye on the air. Very solid corner set. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player two is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. in a dire situation. They can't afford any mistakes. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Just goes for it at this range. The super doesn't hit. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Busts that off and keeps going. Nice double lariat. Player, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Double lariat, and now player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Tell them they were not cleared for takeoff. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? The last round, it's now or never. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Drops him hard. Both players look for something to work with, but neither are getting the opening they want. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Player 1 can't. Burnout activates. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. What sets up with the jump in? What piston leads to some big damage? Reads the jump in perfectly. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? Both absolutely refusing to give up ground. Oh, rushing handshake. Player 1 is in a very good spot now. This is gonna hurt. Gross! Yes, though, in the air.
Oh.
Player 1 clinches the win.
Almost pulled it
but that
off.
could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Crowns him from above. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Both fighters blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Trips him up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They get driven into the wall, breaking their guard. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Can't tech the throw. Big counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. This big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Player 1 will have to fight back here without any drive. Goes for the jump in. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. In there. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? Denies the jump in. Super Arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. What'll happen here? What a reaction to go air to air. Player 1 can't use any drop. The low kick hits. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. And they created. There's a burnout. Player 1, that's not gonna hit. What were they thinking? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Okay. We bounce back.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Sees it coming and blocks it out. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Deals some damage with that quick combo. Well-timed command throw there. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Big counter. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Got their eye on the air. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity.
I gotta start counting.
Headbutt!
God.
Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Throw connects and does big damage. Both fighters planning something? There's a wall spot. They can't do anything now.
Drop impact.
KO! This is a back and forth fight. Tensions are definitely high. The last round. It's now or never. Player 1 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Player 1 with the rhythm. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 has the life lead. And the drive impact misses. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player sets up with the jump in. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Oh, they put clutch anti-air. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. Both sides getting ready. Reads the jump in perfectly. A real test of nerves here. Not super art incoming. Excellent read. What were they thinking? Gets the counter hit and the win. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
There we go.
Here comes a new challenger.
Hey.
HP maxed, side quests done, and the skill tree's fully
Like I
unlocked.
fought them before.
Let's get it on. The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. They knew that throw was coming. Knockdown. There's a corner switch. Checks with the projectile. Player 1 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. Good job blocking the jumper. That ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. That combo did decent damage. Player 2 has a chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Untouchable, impetuous, impregnable, and perfect. Immediate jumping. Anti-air drops. They're using a fireball. This is gonna hurt. Player 2 needs to switch it up if they want to take it home. They return to center stage. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Dangerous range here. Drinka! A jump? Perfect execution with the anti-air. Hadouken! Teleport! This can lead to some big damage. Connects with the throw. What are they gonna do? Fires off a Hadouken. Throws him. What's that drive rush? Player 1. Ooh, what a smart throw. Links it. Player 1 with the rhythm owning that space. Clutch anti-air. No one could have called that. Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that rundown. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive arm. Takuhado. The jump-in is denied. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Blocks the jump-in. Gets the jump-in. Definitely shuts out the jump-in. Taking stock. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Takes a trip. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. This is a tough spot. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Sticks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Going in. This is the ideal range to utilize the Fireball through. A quick breather. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Big opportunity now in this corner. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Manages to block burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. What'll have anticipated that throw? Are they going to be able to come back and snatch victory from the jaws of the fist and lead to some big damage? Perfect execution with the anti-air. What a finish! Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Spending that drive gauge. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. What is he thinking here? Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. Nails the anti-air. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fire. Caught their eye on the air. Throws them to negate the block. Alright, what's coming up next? Holds out with the block. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Zanku Hadouken. The jump-in is denied. Experiencing burnout. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford mistakes without that drive. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Shoots off a fireball up close. Was looking for that jump attack. Backs them into the corner in a hurry. Shows a medium kick. Goes for the jump in. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Knockdown and not much. Burnout activates. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1, solid anti-air. Connects with the throw. Ooh, you never know. Crowns him from above. Links it. Throws him. Oh, here we go. Drive impact misses. Drive rush. Oh, burnout. Flatline though. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic.
Oh,
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Shall we begin? This will be a good fight. Round 1 fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 with the life lead. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Surprises them with a drive rush. Sticks the jump in. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Projectile to try and change the situation. Throws them to negate the block. Goes for the super art? Oops, they were anticipating that super art. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 in trouble with no drive. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
A parry? This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Still very early in the round. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Had the radar up and running. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Bust out the parry! Dashes! You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. A quick breather. Springs forward with the drive rush. Jones with the fire. Yoga fire there. Drive rush! Light lead is there, but still anyone's game. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack.
Oh.
What up? Drive rush to keep it going. Ooh, what a smart flow. Can they close this round without relying on drive? What's next? Good flatline zone. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
This is a losing fest.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Gets them with the anti-air. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Throws them. What's next? We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Tries to bait him with the projectiles. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Deftly shuts out the jumper. Goes down to the wire. Beautiful setup with that attack. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Was looking to drive rush to keep it going. Heading into the springs forward with the drive rush. And the throw ends the round. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Sticks the jump in. Goes for the drive rush there. Definitely answers the air attack. Both fighters having a full super art gauge means positioning it drive rush to keep it going. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner. Right lead pumps the brakes on the impact. Sets up with the jump in. Gotta do better than that. Drive rush. Knocked up out of the air. Nice fireball.
Oh, yeah.
Will they gamble something?
Hey,
here
what's
on a
up?
drive move? They're in range. We gonna see
doing
a
bad.
A dash? Jump! Oh my God! They just choked it up. Getting it all on the drive rush. Player 2 is in a. Oh, the drive impact hit for a punish.
I should have been patient.
What a finish! Ooh, I dare you to find me a
Tommy,
better match
today
than
is
that.
not my day.
Get up and tell him what's good.
GG.
Yeah, good game.
Here comes a new challenger.
How's this
Oh,
match
two
going to shake
Ryus.
out? It's going to be exciting to see.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Deftly shuts out the jump. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Plenty of time left. How's the match going to play out? Blocks the jump in. Now they get pushed into the corner, where it's going to be very difficult to escape. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Can't tech the throw. Whiffs the throw. Perfect. Takes the round without getting touched. Player 2 sets the
This
tone with
is
that
not
win.
my day.
Let's see if they can keep it up. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it?
Slow leaps is crazy.
Was completely shut out in
Yeah.
that last round. They really need to think about whether to press on with their current game plan or change up their play style a bit. Grabs him, knockdown, and player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. scrapping it out up close. Blocks it. Big throw. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush.
I can't throw him.
Teleport.
Push me back.
That's gonna rattle him. What'll happen here? Gets a risky buck in. Drops him hard. Anti-air in the clutch. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Looking for a hole. Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. And whip! They're wide open. Excellent block. The jump in is denied. What now? In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Throws out a projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Oh! Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Difficult situation for a throw. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That drive impact is blocked. Gets the jump in. Knockdown. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Throws out a projectile. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. Time's the only thing moving here. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 2 brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Player 2 closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Blocks the low heavy. The jump in is denied. Feeling out the spacing. Still very early in the round. What'll happen here? Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Time to reassess the situation. Yoga fires it. So, what's next? Keeps them guessing with a Yoga Arch. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Solid anti-air to continue the corner. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 1, a gutsy fireball gives them the round. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Sneaks in above. Oh, burnout triggers. Turning it right up with a super. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Really put that MD and whooping ass to work.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 can't let this simmer. All the throw connects. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Reads the jump in perfectly. They're recovered. This is gonna hurt. Are they going to be able to? That combo finishes it. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us.
Oh my goodness.
Here comes a new challenger.
Our fighters
more
are ready to
people
get
use
down
Paramount
to it.
since the
So let's
update.
start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Time to erase you.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. There's a corner switch. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. They're really being worked over in the corner. Starts with a jump in. Goes for the fireball. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Combo with the target combo. Forward throw. Not letting them out of the corner. Oh, whiffs the throw. Both can end the round now, and the drive gauge disparity may come into play. Sneak in there! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Fires off a nice straight pull. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Player 1 kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. The quarter makes it hit them with a stop and pop. Yoga Flame. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Very solid corner switch. Going in with Snake Step. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. They can't squander this punish counter chance.
I would try not to squander it.
Dire straight with burnout. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. What'll happen here? Player 2 needs to use their essay, tries to act quickly, but with the attack, throws them. Oh, here we go. Escapes the corner. Take step. One chance here may end this match. What a finish! Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. In with Snake Step. Jumps. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Punish counter. This could lead to something big. Throws them down. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Who's going to break the silence first? The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Okay, are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Takes a trip. Player 2 is working with a less than ideal drive gauge. They'll need to be very careful here. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Spends gauge to hit back with a reversal. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Trying to read each other here? Had the radar up and running. In with Snake Step. Anything could happen here. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Jumps. And the throw ends the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Impact's a no-go. In with Snake Step. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Jumps in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Both sides drive rush to keep it going. Get carried to the corner. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Feeling out the spacing. They were expecting that drive impact. So, what's next? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Quick breather. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Dives in with cool fake. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Breaks the block with a throw. Not looking good. The corner's a bad place to be. Reversal. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. We're at a standstill, but we may see an eruption soon. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? This is gonna hurt. 20 seconds to go. He ends in sight. Gotta be careful not to whip at this one. Hits the drive. They gotta dig down deep here. Forward rush. Anti-air in the clutch. Oh my god, what a throw tech. They back down to regroup. This gets them with a Euro step. Who will set the bait at this? The round ends as time expires. Did we just witness some high-level scouting there?
I gotta chase the cheese.
Starts things off with a jump, sets up with the jump in. Reads the jump in perfectly. The exchange flows. Reach out and lash somebody. Blink out. Connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. In with Snake Step. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Player 2 is, oh my god, they just choked it up. Quick medium, slides it back, misses. Okay, here, ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Back to the forward throw. Laying the pressure on Finn. Player 2 with the rhythm, owning that space. This may turn to a big chance. Plenty of reads the jumper perfectly. What now? Snake pierces and drops them. Oh my god, Rock Super! Sets up with the jump in. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Yoga Fire. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Nightshade Pulse. This gotta do better than that. Slips in the drive impact. Player 2
back.
has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage.
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Show me. Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. That was a solid anti-air. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. With the live gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Timely side switch there, which will let them go on the attack. From up above. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Life lead opens up.
Oh.
Not shy with the grab. The big play does it. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. They caught their eye on the air. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. They break things off to take a quick breather. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. It's a good spot to use the super. Opts for the strike ender for the damage. Looking for something after? Knockdown and can they keep on him? Nice double lariat. Player 1 looking to plant him with the pile driver. In there. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move, or you're gonna eat tons of damage. Tons of drive and health to work with. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Jump in finds the mark. Below heavy hits. Taking stock. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 1 chases them down. Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. All right, what's coming up next? Gets the knockdown, and now still slugging it up. Burnout! It's KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Double lariat, and now Player 1 chases them down. Hits them with a stopping bot. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Opts for the It's a good spot to use the super. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, says no to the impact. Goes for the jump in. Player 2 needs to use their SA gauge with the low heavy connected. Player 1 took no time to finish that fight.
Put you down to Diamond 3 in no time.
Here comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Shall we begin?
All right.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Good parry there and no good up high. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The move whips and they get nailed with a punish counter. Knockdown. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Very solid corner switch. What's the play here? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Had the radar up and running. Heading in takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Knockdown. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Stop the attack by using a drive parry. Player 2 didn't manage their drive properly through that round. Meter management is absolutely vital, and they need to manage it properly for this coming round. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Throws a fireball. Barely, oh, burnout triggered. Player 2 is in burnout. Drive hits him with a stopping block. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. A quick breather. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Oh, says no drive rush to keep it going. Perfect parry. Connect all in with a rush. Throws them. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach crowns them from above. You'll knock them out of the air. Looking for closes it out. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Yoga fires there. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Managing their drive gauge well here can open up a lot of good chances for them later in the round. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. This is a real back and forth match we're seeing. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. The jump in is denied. KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Teleport. That's gonna rattle them. Looking for a chance. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Breaks the block with a throw. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Hits them with a stopping block. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Going in, both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Blinka drops him hard. And easy. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Do they gamble something? Huge chance after that wall slap. Closes it out. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the
I think I'm
win?
not focused.
Final round. Who will the fighting game hit them with a stop and pop? Both fighters are standing firm with plenty of health remaining. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Crowns him from above. Oh, here we go. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Looking for a hook drive, in fact misses. Jumps. Breaks it. More fuel to the fire. Cook him up. Slices the gastrointestinal tract. Putting that ND and whooping ass to work. Are we gonna see a puppet find the target? A real test of nerves here. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Changes the pace with the fire. Comet to make something happen. These fighters are swinging for this. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? What's next? Jump! Solid anti-air! What a sick punish counter!
Real win.
Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. This is gonna hurt. Jumps up. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. From up above. Jump in finds the mark. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Stops the attack by using a drive parry. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Gets Player 1 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Good job blocking the jumping. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Shows the medium kick. Anti-air drops. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Blocks it. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will look to apply hits him with a stop and bop. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful, this can lead to some big damage. Crowns him from above. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Gut punch grabs him. Player 2 passes out the cage right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it.
Getting walked down.
Lifeline zone. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Yoga fire there. Meets them air to air. Jump! Reads the jump in perfectly. Player 1 connects with the throw. Smart play with the throw. Tons of space between the fighters now. What are they cooking up? Comet to make something happen. Changes the pace with the fire. Gonna mix them up with the arch? Blinko! Player 1 needs to take advantage of this cage spare. Oh my god, they just choked it up! The jump-in is denied. Teleport! Nope, reads the jump-in perfectly. Who will set the bait at this range? Closes it out! Player 1 gets the win in a convincing
Oh, that was
fashion.
way too much movement. That took forever.
Here comes a new challenger.
It is.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Hope you'll put up a fight.
Round 1.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Checks with the projectile. They need to developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match gonna go?
Oh.
They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. Blocks the jump in. Both players have near empty super art gauges. Whoever can build theirs up first may have a big advantage here. Who's going to break the silence first? All right. Player 2 with the life lead. There's a corner switch. Okay, we're at the halfway point now. Opts for the throw. Halfway through the round now. Expect to see both fighters take it to the next level. Okay, creating some space here. What's the play here? Feeling out the spacing. Big counter. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Lets off a projectile to waste time. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Only 20 more seconds. What's it gonna be? This round may end via timeout. Will either fighter do anything before time's up? Heading into the end game now. What a finish. Great read on the life gauge there.
Done already?
Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
This is what we're gonna do today.
Low heavy hits. Mixed. Brushes off the impact. Hits him with a stop and pop. Player 2 can't let the... It's a good spot to use the super.
Oh man, better look away because with Ed training in the chamber, it can get very ugly. Good work.
They're thinking of scoring big off this gauge use. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Goes for the jump in. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? Teleport. That's gonna rattle him. Barely blocks the jump in. They are really going at each other this round. It springs forward with a drive rush. Then pumps the brakes on the impact. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Both fighters hits him with a stop and bop. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with Hunter's counter on reaction.
Here's the ring cage from TLC.
Chuck the fireball to continue their hold. Excellent block. Looking for a hold. The drive impact doesn't work.
Blinko.
Oh my god, what a throw test! Drive impact misses!
We're betting it all on the drive rush.
Connects with the throw! Player 2 is on the brink of disaster! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Stand still! Reads the jump in perfectly! And whiffs! They're wide open! Close rank, this is gonna hurt! Oh my god, they just choked it up! Closes in! Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible?
It is over!
And
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing
I
even
normally run
comes
the clip, but I
close to this
can't
one.
run the I cannot do that. Well, he did it himself. Good deal.
Here comes a new challenger.
Oh, no. No more ads.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Round 1.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking how their opponent reacts to fireball. Good anti-air. Lays on the pressure with the projectile. Player 1 has not been shy about using their drive gauge. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Got their eye on the air. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Picks up the win with the counter hit. Looked like they were baiting their opponent into making a mistake. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Just out of range for that throw. Player 2 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 creates a good corner, springs forward with the drive rush. A parry, drive rush to keep it going. Quick breather, grabs and throws them away. Rush. Big throw. Going in, under pressure, but keeps cool and takes it. Anti-air drops him. No way. No sign of letting up from out of the corner. You've got to be set up with the jump in. All in with the rush. Knockdown and genius read with that throw escape. Both fighters may be shy to show their hand too early in this forward rush. A jump barely blocks the jump in. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is it. Who's gonna take it on? Teleport. That's a reversal. Player 1 needs to wait this out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player anticipated that throw. Plenty of health. Full gauges. Let's go. Quick breather. Impact squash. Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. Player 1, nothing stops this train. Super hard to show them what a PhD in fighters can do. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. Player 1 still has a chance, but it's going to be an all the throws connects. What now? Spinning. Perfect execution with the anti-air. All in with the rush. Oh, here we go. Throws them. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Breaks it. Oh, burnout. They game to do that. Will they survive?
I'm not gonna survive. Y'all
We're not done here. Oh, but you're grounded. Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Jump. Lets off a Yoga Fire. The attack is hit. Oh! Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 2 has the life lead. The drive carry was successful. The jump in is denied. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Knockdown. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Was looking for that jump attack.
Psycho cannon's activated.
Gets him.
no cannon for you,
Player
buddy.
2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're
Hands up.
waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps. Drive rush to keep it going. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. What'll happen here? Experiencing burnout. This can lead to some big damage.
Bye.
Quick breather went for the chip kill. Player 2 took no time to finish that fight.
Why? You Ed players, every time I play Ed, if y'all cannot Y'all lose. Y'all just bring
Here comes a new challenger.
Stop it. Leave me alone.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Shall we begin?
Hope you'll put up a fight.
I don't want to fight no more.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Tries to bait him with the projectile. Starts with a jump in. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? The pace is slowed considerably. Who will make the first move? This is a real back and forth match for them. They definitely know what the other is capable of. Knockdown. Throws them to negate the block. Solid throw tech. Right lead is opening up, but that could still... They were not clear for takeoff. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Had the radar up and running. The jump-in is denied. Peppers him with a psycho blitz. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Super on hits him with a stop and pop. Yoga flame. Looking for a chance. Goes for the jump-in. Smart play with the throw. Throws a fireball. Crowns him from above. Going in, springs forward with the drive rush. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Teleport. This is gonna hurt. Solid anti-air. Clean. Connects with the throw. Big throws. Looking for a hold. Anti-air in the clutch. Links it. All the throw connects. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Psycho Blitz wakes them up. Escapes the corner. Teleport. Clutch anti-air. They're taking a step back to slow down. Reads the jump in perfectly. Throw is denied. What a read. Plenty of health. Full gauges. All in with a rush. Player 2 is in a very good... Oh my god, they just choked it up. Time's over.
I wasn't thinking about the combo.
Never ever gets a chance to show off Envy stuff. Player 2 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Fires off a Yoga Comet. Throws a fireball. Still very early in the round. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Player 2 chases them down. Tries to throw, but doesn't connect. Player 2 is maintaining the corner, but takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Closes out the round with a fireball. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. Barely blocks the jump in. Smart play with the throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. The impact doesn't do anything. Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? What'll happen here? This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Sneaks in above. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Blocks it. Untouchable. Impetuous. Impregnable. And perfect.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Let's off a Yoga Fire. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue. All in with the rock! Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Plenty of health, full gauges, let's go. Player 2 is in a very good spot. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace, which knocks them out of the air. What now? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Reads the jump in perfectly. All the throw connects. With super arch into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Shakes things up with a fireball. What are they gonna do? Perfect execution with the anti-air. These fighters are swinging for phantoms. A real test of nerves here. Thunder a jump. They trade hits. Ooh, what a smart flow. I can't believe it. Oh man, they are done. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Can I be free from Ant and Purgatory now? Please.
Here comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Shall we begin? This will be a good fight. Round 1. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Goes to the overdrive. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Alright, will this super art connect? Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Taking stock. Had the radar up and running. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. So little life left. We just can't hit. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Burns the drive gauge. Whew, that last round went right down to the line. We don't know who's going to win, but with both fighters evenly matched, any small mistake is going to end up being costly. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The jump-in is denied. Teleports! That's gonna rattle him. The impact doesn't do anything. Both fighters planning something? Brings down a Yoga Comet to throw him off. Gets him with the anti-air. Cool SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Halfway through this round. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Going in? Manages to burnout activates. The drive impact doesn't work. With super arch into play, it's really anything goes at this point. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Dangerous range here. Fires off a Yoga Comet. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it. This is gonna hurt. The next touch may decide this round. Jump! Flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. This is it. Who's gonna take it all? Anti-air in the clutch. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. What are they gonna do? Forward rush. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Clutch anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 is in a very good spot now. Walk that off. Punish counter sets the table. They've got, oh my god, what a throw set. Knocks them out of the air. Oh, the throw connects. Close range projectile. Loads up above. Looking for a hole. Anti-air in the clutch. A real test of nerves here. Closes in. Yoga there's a burnout. Yoga Arch. They got something in mind. A single hit will do it. What are they gonna do? Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? It is over! Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle! Talk about a show. That match had it all.
I really want to do this.
It's not
I have
over
no
yet.
choice.
Best believe it's time for that run back. A jump in? All the throw connects. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. The throw misses. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. All right, what's coming up next? Very solid corner. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. What's their game plan here? KO! Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Goes for the jump in to start the round. Holds out with the block. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Checks with a medium kick. Drive boosted Hago. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Goes for the jump in. They may be planning to spend their drive gauge here. Yoga teleport. Where is he going? This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Gets a risky buff in. Hits up the counter. This is going solid anti-air. Player 1 has the chance to win the round if they can put their drive to good use. Air kick out of nowhere. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Jump. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. That barely connected, but it still counts. Player 2 has the life lead. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Neither fighter can force the other to give up even an inch. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Yes! Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Let's go.
Sticks the jump in. Throws them to negate the block. Hits them with a stop and pop. Baits out the attack and gets the punish count. Big super art hit. It's on. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Manages to block the jump in attack. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward with the drive rush. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive. Solid anti-air. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. So, what's next? What now? Life lead is there. What's the low? Player reads the throw and escape. Sets up with the jump in. Who's gonna take? Catches out the gauge right there. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. That amazing never say die attitude got them the win.
Well, fight round. Fight.
Who's going to steal this win? Yoga Fire! Player one comes back from the brink. Can they keep this focus? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Player two is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Not much movement, but the thing springs forward with the drive rush. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Overdrive Hadouken. Player two has a big, this is gonna hurt. They're betting it all on the drive rush. Player two, tap in with the crosser. I assume the pleasantries turn out, but they may have a plan here. What's next? Player drives it back, misses. What are they gonna do? Presses for a reaction with a fireball. Can they use their drive to stage a comeback? The blow heavy. A single hit will do it. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the willing to risk it. Where are you going? You can't escape.
Ryu wins.
Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
Yay.
Here comes a new challenger.
Where'd all the is come from? All of a sudden.
This is going to be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Ring the bell.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Throws him down. Nothing but air for the impact. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the fireball. Player one has not been shy about using their drive gauge. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Absorbs the attack and fires back. Had the radar up and running. All right, what's coming up next? In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Player one chases them down, throws them to negate the block. Both fighters are barely alive. Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Looking for a chance, hey? Oh. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Kill rush. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fire. Jumps in. Throws up an OD cycle uppercut, puts up on the ropes. Player one will look to apply pressure here. Drive gauge gap here. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Not much life difference. Big throws. Both fighters planning something? Looking for sets up with the jump in. Ooh, what a smart throw. A quick breather. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Knocks them out of the air. Gets the counter hit and the win. Player two brings it home.
No.
Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Hey, no,
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. The jump in is denied. Backs them into the corner. We're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player one can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. The pressure is so intense here. Burnout activates. shoots off a fireball up close. Lets off a Yoga Fire. KO! Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the jump in. Got a ton of damage off that opener. Can they do it again? Jump? Barely blocks the jump in. Hits him with a stopping bomb. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Max, oh, what's this? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Teleport! Solid anti-air! Ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? This is gonna be bad news. Life lead is there, but still gets it. Even when the chips are down, they're still looking for a play to take this fight. Now they gotta think of a follow-up. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? What are they gonna do? Carried to the corner. This may be bad news. Jump!
There we go.
How did they anticipate that jump in? Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
I think we're gonna call it.
Fighting round.
Call it out on this victory.
Versus special match.
I got to get up in the morning, so we're gonna head to bed. Sorry for the bad gameplay. Haven't played Street Fighter in a little bit. Been playing Guilty Gear, so that's just a break. But until next time, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.